I want to introduce this really cool tool that became available in Maya 2014 that is going to make your topology building of the face a lot clearer and more manageable, and it actually makes it kind of fun and easy. So let's get started. We're going to be using that model that you created in the previous video. It's live right now, so it's not letting me select it. Okay, there we go. And we're going to use this as the reference surface on which to build the topology on. So it's shaped with the general flow and shape of this head based on the drawings. And now I'm going to select this right side and turn on the magnet key, which will make it live. Next, I'm going to be using the modeling toolkit quad draw tool, and also going to be going to the front panel. So at this point I'm going to start drawing. My image is actually slightly off-centered. If for some reason your image can't be selected on the panel, just go into your hypergraph, select your front camera, and select the image plane node inside your hypergraph. Center that image so that the eyes are equidistant from the midline. Okay, the nose is not really symmetrical here, but that's okay. All right, so the quad draw tool is turned on, and we'll start drawing right in here. Let me draw a second loop around the eyes. And I'm drawing the same number of vertices or dots right now from loop to loop. And that's going to become important when you start creating the quads. Okay. And also just keep in mind that you can always edit this as you work, so you don't have to be a perfectionist here. You can just going to keep creating these quads as I go along. Let's create one more here. Sometimes you have to reposition it to get the tool to work the way you want it to get that face that you want. There we go. And the second round of edge loops around the eyes. There we go. I'm going to press Shift and relax these lines that I just created. And so those are the general loops around the eyes. Right, I'm going to move on to the nose. So I'm making 8. 1, 2. And let's create this loop first. Okay, I'm just going to position it like this. Let's make more loops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Okay, and I'm going to have another loop going around. I'm going to use the multi-cut with the control button here, and that's going to work as well. I'm going to do the same here. Control, click, and release. Quad draw tool again for the mouth. Just make sure they correspond. Okay. There we go. Shift and relax. Now let's create one more loop. And could be a tedious process, but this is a lot easier than splitting it manually. So I'm just going to grab the points and grab the edges and place them in relation to the grid here. And then press down Shift and just kind of straighten it out. Quick tip here, if you're in the Quad Draw tool and you need to clear your dots while you're creating, it's under the options of Quad Draw. You click on Clear Dots. Alright, so I actually had a couple of rows in here that were extra. They sort of look like this. Okay, what I did was I went back out of the tool, went into Edges, and deleted these by going in and hitting Delete Edge Vertex. The shortcut for that is Control Shift Delete, right? And then I moved them over so I could line them up with these quads of the nose, and now I'm ready to do the connectors. So I'm going to go back to the Quad Draw, and now what I'm going to do is create a loop that once again goes around the mouth. Okay, and then I'm also going to start creating some connectors between the nose and the eyes. And I'm thinking about quads, nice four-sided faces as I draw these dots. They're not just drawn everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to do it in sections because otherwise I'm going to get confused. I'm going to press Shift. See, that part's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to leave it until later. Here I'm going to need another dot there. And once you get a hang of this and you really understand the facial topology, you're going to know where the squares should go. Okay, right now what I have to be careful about is making sure that these points can actually correspond to the quads that I want. Okay, all right, that looks pretty good. And let's see what I need to do here. I feel like this has to go up and create oh, and I also right now I'm getting a little bit confused, so I'm also going to look at my reference drawing here. I just created this real quick with the grease tool here. So this is going to go down and the loops are going to go around. So the meeting here is actually going to be that loop going down to the mouth. Okay, and then I'm going to have these rows going up above the head. Okay, so as you continue to work, you're going to get the answers along the way. So don't feel like you need to know everything while you're doing it. Okay, if something doesn't seem to want to work, you can just move things over and try again. That's an open triangle. I'm going to fix that in a second. Just going to press shift and make that a face for now.